Hunt is on for a gunman after a man was shot in North Nashville. Let's get updated on this one. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley is at Vanderbilt Medical Center. That's where the victim went. Any update on his condition?
Hey, Steve, good morning. What we know right now is the victim has non-life-threatening injuries and is expected to be okay. Let's take a look at video from the scene last night. This all happened around 2 o'clock. Police say this man was on 9th Avenue and someone came up and tried to rob him as he was sitting in his car. And at some point during that altercation, the robber supposedly pulled out a gun and shot the man in the arm, but he did not stay at the scene. The man drove to the Tiger Market, where he then called for help. You see police and ambulance officials there putting him in the back of that ambulance. And if you look at the car there too, you see it's shot out multiple times. Police are still not quite sure exactly why the gun was pulled out and if anything was taken, but the guy is here at Vanderbilt Medical Center with non-life-threatening injuries, as I said, and he is cooperating with the investigation. So far, though, police have not released any identity or description of who they're looking for this morning. And it's also unclear if anything was taken as a part of all of this, because again, it was a robbery that then turned into this shooting. We'll have much more coming up at 7:30, but for now, we're live here at Vanderbilt Medical Center. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
Cuthbert, thanks for the update. Happening right now, officers are looking for suspects in an overnight robbery. They tell us it happened at this MAPCO on Donaldson Pike. The suspects were able to get away with cash. No one was hurt. If you know anything about this, call police. The 4 men are on the run now after a fast food late night robbery. It happened around 2:30 yesterday morning at the Jack in the Box on McGavick Pike in Donaldson. Police say the robbers held 3 employees at gunpoint before making off with cash. Surveillance video is expected to be released a little bit later in the week. If you have any information about this, call Crime Stoppers at 615-74-CRIME. A woman has died after crashing into a parked car. The investigation is now on to find out what happened. Deborah Bear was driving through the intersection of Edge Hill and 17th Avenue South Saturday when for some reason she slammed into an empty parked car. It's unclear what caused that crash. Meantime, a Tennessee semi-truck driver is facing felony charges after a huge multi-vehicle pileup along a busy Illinois interstate. Troopers say that Mark Tipton of Crossville admitted to falling asleep before the crash on I-55 just south of Chicago. 14 people were hurt. 5 of them went to the hospital. Everyone should survive, we're told. Tipton is facing several charges this morning. And the search is on now for the driver who crashed into this Cheatham County store and kept on going. Happened around 7 o'clock yesterday morning at the Tobacco Patch in Pleasant View. Investigators say they're looking for a dark-colored Jeep Cherokee Laredo with front-end damage. If you know anything about that, contact police. Speaking of traveling, businesses in Lebanon are getting ready for a major traffic detour this week. In fact, it began about an hour ago. The intersection around the Lebanon Town Square shut down now, and it will be for the next 3 days as crews are pouring concrete islands and completing other safety improvements around that new roundabout. Stores in the area, they will stay open, but business owners are worried the customers won't be anywhere near that area.
Personally, if I was coming to my shop to buy coins in the next 3 days, I'd go back to the house and I'd buy my coins some other time or somewhere else.
Now, the roads are expected to reopen around the town square 6 o'clock on Thursday morning. The entire project should be completed by the end of the month. After 3 years and $250,000, the Nashville Next plan is going to a vote. Over the next 25 years, we should see 1 million people move to Nashville. Expanding transportation and changing zoning are some of the ways the Nashville Next plan will look at our future and handle growth and development. That vote is at 1 o'clock today. If you'd like to check out the plan, you can do so by going to newschannel5.com. All right, and take a look at the sky tonight because the solar system is putting on a pretty cool show. These pictures came to our Facebook page from viewers. It shows the moon, Jupiter, and Venus aligned in a triangle when the moon is in the 7th house. The best time to see the phenomenon over the weekend, but you can still see it through the end of the month. Just look west a little bit after sunset.